we lost some quality football players, 6 really good football players, 4 of them drafted, 5 of them in camp right now. We have a lot of young kids that they're going to play hard, they're going to be enthusiastic. The experience is not going to be there, the leadership is not going to be there, but the effort is going to be there. Nothing changes at all. When you have young guys, and one thing I learned about them, we're a pressure team as it is, go blitz them. That's your gap, go ahead and turn them loose, let them be a player, let them have some fun. You find things they can do. So we have to adjust what we do as coaches and defensively to what our kids can do.
I mean, it's obviously it's a concern because those guys were veteran guys, and like you said, they had a lot of hits on the football, and we have to find some more guys, and you never know how they're going to be when the lights come on. Obviously, we got a big game to start the season, and you hate that that's going to be some of those kids' first college football action. But I always tell them, I think that's what they signed up for when they came to Texas. They could have went to a lot of other places. I think when you come to the University of Texas, the expectation is to come in and play as a freshman and to play in those type of games. Once we get back to being a consistent program, and you talk to other coaches from other programs who've been very consistent as far as a winning program, and we asked them that question. And the thing about it is, I think every year they should feel heat. If you're a starter, you don't want guys to feel complacent and get comfortable in their position. And some of these programs that bring in top 5 classes every year. I mean, obviously they're bringing in very, very talented kids.
Sure. And
I would hope that the guys that are there, no matter how established that they are, that it picks up their level of intensity because they know they got a young kid coming in, and that's what we'd like to have that question every year. Right. If you're a consistent program, if you're winning, and you're able to keep recruiting at a high level, you'd like to think every year there's going to be a freshman at every position that's going to make the veterans a little nervous. I think that makes you a very good team.
To be honest with you, all of them wide open. And I think that's the only way Duke Thomas is going to continue to grow, is if he knows and feels like he's got somebody behind him that if I don't go out and perform, will play ahead of me. I know Duke, I don't foresee that happening, but he needs to feel that to get better himself. And that needs to be the way it is at the safety spots and in the corner spots. So the one thing that we're going to do this fall camp is develop some competition at every position in the back end. And that's going to help us as a unit become better. But like I said earlier, when you have competition, and I think some of those older guys feel that there's some talented guys that have come in, I think that pushes everybody. You always push from the bottom, to get better. And I think with those young guys coming in, whether or not they're going to, bypass those guys, one or two things are going to happen. They're either going to pass those guys up, or they're going to push those guys to have to put themselves in a position to help us a lot. So nothing but good can come from those guys being talented and coming, and we'll just see how everybody responds and how well those guys do.
But I want for practice to be tougher than any game that they ever play. I tell them all the time that they're going to have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because I'm going to make them uncomfortable. I don't know how we're going to start it right now. With those guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take as much time to figure out who needs to be where. Tank didn't go through spring. So would I start out with him there? No, that's what I'm saying. So, and then we also got to give him an opportunity to work his way back in, to get himself physically cleared and all those things, and make sure that he's ready to go. Not put too much stress on him on day one.